Kindly close your eyes, connect tongue to your palate. We're going to be doing the transmutation. And so what I'd like to do is do an invocation to open up the crown chakra, right? So the energies would be more conducive for you. So shall we? Inhale and exhale. Feel yourself in the presence of the Supreme Being, in the presence of our teacher, Grandmaster Chur, Lord Mahaguruji mailing his teacher, all the higher beings. Be aware of this constant energy that pours down towards us, each one of us. And the more conductive and receptive we are, the more we receive. And so to invoke to the Supreme Being, the Divine Father, Divine Mother, we humbly invoke for your great, great blessings, for your light, for your love, for your mercy, for your guidance and divine protection. Thank you for blessing us with all your love, with healing energies and healing powers, to be able to use it effectively, properly, with the knowledge and clearer and deeper understanding of the techniques to help facilitate the healing process, and to be instrumental in restoring peace, harmony, and happiness all throughout the entire globe. To our beloved and respected teacher, Grandmaster Chur, to Lord Mahaguruji mailing, to all the great ones, to all the holy masters, holy gurus, healing ministers, healing angels, to the beings present with us here today, to our soul and divine self, thank you for all your love, for all the guidance and patience with us as we continue to learn and relearn. Help us to remember, to practice, make it part of our lives, so we may become effective instruments to help manifest your plan here on earth. Our limitations are not your limitations. Let the will of God, let the will of the teacher, let the will of my higher soul manifest through me. With thanks and in full faith, so be it. To everyone present here, I salute the divinity in you. I salute the presence of God in each one of you. Atma Namaste. With that, I'd like you to scan your crown chakra, scan your sex chakra as well. In between, if you are upset or you got, hassled by a call or someone in the house or the office, just scan your solar plexus, scan your heart to see the difference in the energy level there. And so we're going to do transmutation. And so I'm going to move the camera away so you can see me. Right? Okay. So I'm going to go all the way back here. So that's the crown chakra and that's the sex chakra. So when you do the healing, yes, you have to first see to it that all these chakras along this channel are all clean for the patient. Whether it's an autistic child, whether it's a mentally challenged child, whether it's a normal person, whether it's a normal child, doesn't matter. Whoever and whenever you do this transmutation, it has to be clean, right? So all the chakras on the way have to be clean. Is that clear? So it is recommended that you do it after your meditation. So to start with, you start with your hands, yes, like this, right? So the energy is under your fingers. And so connect them to your palate, correct? You may stand, so it becomes easier for the motion. And then as you inhale, you will bring your hands down. Inhale. Down to the sex chakra, it's going to mix. And then exhale, take it up. Into your brain and out. Is that clear? So that's the normal way of trying to do this. Now, what I would suggest is, it's not the speed, yes, that is important. It is your ability to sense how the energy is moving and then move with it. And normally the energy is going to be moving slowly, not fast. Yes? So what I'd like you to do this time, you know how to move your hands. We're going to do it 6.5 times more. Connect them to your palate. This time, close your eyes. Hands above the crown. Now, as you inhale, feel the energy going down. It's below your fingers, under your control. You'll notice after the solar plexus, it might slow down. Let it slow down. It's okay. If you're out of breath, again, exhale and then inhale again. And then as you exhale, take it up. Again, after the solar plexus, as you go up, it might slow down. It's okay. Inhale, exhale again as you continue to move it upwards into the brain and out. Third, inhale at your own pace. Close your eyes, feel the energy. Exhale, up. Into your brain and out. Fourth, inhale. Ladies, if you have your menstrual cycle, please don't do it. Don't circulate that energy up. Fifth cycle, inhale. If you're slightly slower or faster than me, no problem. Just go with your body. Exhale. Sixth cycle, inhale. Exhale. Seventh cycle, inhale. You notice your hands are moving faster. Exhale. That completes 7 cycles. Now to see to it that the sex chakra doesn't get depleted, you will inhale from the crown, inhale, and let the energy stay at the sex chakra. That's it. Now you got to remember that 30% of this energy goes down your entire leg. So you do not want the sex chakra to get depleted as well. Now, if you scan your crown, it's much bigger than before. Sex chakra is also bigger than before. Movement was only along the front, correct? So to see to it that the energy also moves to the back, use any leg, right? I'm going to use my right leg. Take it back and then arch your body. Use the leg to support. Arch, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You'll allow the energy to spread now to the back. Now to allow this energy to spread to the right and left side, all you have to do is move your right leg to the right side, right hand out, and then move your body to the right. Be aware of the tips of the fingers as you count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You'll feel tingling. So the energy now has spread to your right side. Now the same thing with your left side. Take your left leg out, left hand out, move to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you don't have space, you can do this, right? But since you all have space in your respective areas, it should be fine. So that's it. That's your transmutation. Yes. So when we learned transmutation and Masacho, I think we were all his guinea pigs. When we were doing this transmutation, it was at, the number was 21. And then he said, okay, let's reduce it to 14. And then further reduced it to 7 for Arhatic yogis. The others still do sometimes 21. So if you have a child who's hyperactive, correct? Now I'm talking about children. I'm not talking about teenagers at this point. If you find that the child is hyperactive, then you can make them do the super brain yoga. To make it more fun, when they do this, correct, you're supposed to ask them to inhale and exhale so that it actually comes out. So the same process with transmutation. So if you haven't thought or you do not know you don't know super brain yoga, just use the transmutation. So in the morning, you do this transmutation for the child 7 times, front and back, correct? So for children, it is front and back. Now, in the evening, if you feel that this child is still super and hyperactive for you, you can do one more. Correct? But just once a day, this is proven very, very useful. So I've had autistic children who've also come for healing. And the mother says that once they did this healing properly, plus the transmutation, which was just, she used to come with her son only once a week to me. And she said it was interesting because there were two things that changed. First is the child was able to join words, correct? So if you would say a word, the child would normally break the word into two separate words. He was able to join that because that wasn't happening before, even with the schooling and everything else that he was doing. Secondly, what she said was his motor skills became better. So, you know, the kids use that little scooter. They put one leg and they roll down the lane. That also started to improve. He was able to go around the entire community and come back on his own. So motor skills, yes, and speech skills was improved in this particular autistic child. So again, reminder, you do the entire protocol for whatever it is that you're doing for the person. Transmutation should be the last thing to be done, like we did right now, so that the channels are clean. Now, those of you who are Arhatic yogis, it is recommended you do it after your Arhatic practice. So when you finish your blessing, you finish your Thanksgiving prayer, right? Then you stand up and do the transmutation, because then the entire channel is rather clean. That's one. Secondly, if you are a person who has a partner, you can't do transmutation every day. Yes, you need to reserve some of that energy for your partner. So minimum is once a week. Now, how many more times you want to do it beyond that is up to you, right? For all of you who have partners. Now, if you have teenagers on your hand, then you can do this every day for them. You got to remember that they're growing, their body is changing, their emotions and mental state is all changing, and they do not know what to do with this amazing amount of energy in the sex chakra. Instead of going and doing something nutty or crazy, it's better for you to transmute the energy to their brain. So if you have teenagers on hand, you can do this for them. If you're single, right, the partner is not around, say your partner is away for 3 months, for a year, you can do more than once a week. Those of you who do not have partners, you can do it even 3 or 4 times a week. Yes? So I hope I'm clear on that aspect. Okay. So breathing, Anita is asking, when you inhale, you take your hands down. So what you want to do is, as you inhale, you want to literally suck that divine energy into all your chakras. But sometimes when your hand is going too slow, you inhale and then you're stuck. You can't hold it for that long. Then you exhale and then again, inhale, move. Do you understand? Then again, when you're coming up, exhale, then say again, you're out of breath. Then again, you inhale. As you exhale, move again. Exhale, exhale, exhale into the head and out. Is that clear? Yes? Okay. So that was basically what we were doing. Let me close the chat. I realized I didn't spotlight myself. Did I? I did the whole thing without spotlighting myself. Apologies for that. So the breathing is inhale while going down, exhale while going up, whether it's Super Brain Yoga, whether it's Arhatic transmutation, or the transmutation in psychotherapy. It's all the same. Okay, so moving on to our last and final chapter. Yes, this has all got to do with taking care of yourself, actually. Okay, so let's move on to chapter number 9. Yes, I'm going to change the view to my gallery view so I can see more of you. All right, so before I go ahead, Rashmi Mittal, you have a question? No, okay. And Mansi, do you
Yes,
have?
ma'am. Rashmi here.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, ma'am. Just you asked me to transmute for children. We need to clean it them also before all the chakras.
What do you think?
I think we should do.
Yeah, so I said that as well, correct?
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you, ma'am.
No problem.
Good morning, Sumi.
Yes, Mansi, go ahead
Namaste.
quickly.
My question is, before Shriram was telling that super brain yoga or sex transmutation, both are same effective. So do we have to tell children to do super brain yoga and still do the this sex transmutation, or just super brain yoga will be?
Super brain yoga is something that you can do every day. So you can do super brain yoga with your kids if that is a day that you would be doing it. Transmutation is normally once a week for most adults if you have a partner. If you don't have a partner, at that point, you and your child can do it even 2 or 3 times a week. Not a problem.
Okay.
It just depends on how much energy there is. Now you got to remember, if there is no energy, there's nothing to take up.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
So one of the things to remember is when a woman has her menstrual cycle, a lot of the energy is out, it's leaked out. So that's why post menstrual cycle, we tell you to wait for a couple of days. The energy needs to build up before you can even take it up to the brain, correct? When men release, yes, in the case of a sexual act, then again, they've lost the energy. There's nothing to take up to the brain, right? It's like going to a gas station and it's empty. There's no gas, your vehicle is not going to move. That's it.
And for the kids, when they I want to do sex transmutation, that day they can skip the super brain yoga. Is it like that, or both?
No, it's not. It can be a normal cycle for your child to do every morning. And if it's a very hyperactive child, morning and evening. And transmutation, you do whenever you do healing for the child.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So another thing to remember is that when you do transmutation, especially when I was doing it for the autistic child, I had to see that there's enough energy in the sex chakra. So whether it's a mentally challenged child or otherwise, you'll notice that they need energy. So first cleanse, energize. In this case, as Master Cho says in the book as well, energize with light whitish red. Once you've energized with light whitish red, then you will allow this energy to be transmuted. Always starting from the crown. Yeah, never start from the sex chakra upwards. All right, Mohan, go ahead.
Yeah, hi, Sumi. Atma Namaste.
Namaste again. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to know that like the transmutation which we do for sex energy and sex chakra to crown and then basic to crown as well. So can we do it both at the same time?
That's going to be very difficult unless you're like 2 healers and one healer is doing it in front and one healer is going to do it at the back. You can't do both together, right?
At the same time, in the sense like one after the other, I mean.
Of course, for children, it is one after the other. You and I don't do it for the back. You and I do it only for the front. For children, yes, you'll have to do the front and the back. That's what is mentioned in the book, correct?
I mean that the like from sex chakra to crown chakra, that one step, and then from crown to basic to crown, and that step.
No, I don't think that's how Master Cho has given us the steps. Transmutation for child is one after the other. Where's transmutation for children?
No, in this book we only talk about crown and sex chakra. But what I'm asking is about the crown and the basic.
Page number 193, crown to sex chakra. And then if you go to point number 5, it is crown to basic. 194. Correct? So it says here point number 3, repeat crown to sex chakra 7 times. Distribute the extra energy. Yes. And then move to the crown to basic. Then again, distribute the energy. Do you understand? It's one after the other. You have to complete the entire thing in the front. Then you do the complete thing at the back. Yeah?
Back. Okay. Got it. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So now we move to chapter number 9. So I'm going to stop my recording. Everybody else can also kindly stop. So it's easier. You can just say practical transmutation, right?